Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I started this World of Warcraft series a while ago, but with Halloween and the entire month of October, I had to put it on pause. So now that that is out of the way, I am going to be continuing this series. So this is this week's look. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below. Turn on those post notifications, and if you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so starting off, I've already pre-made these horns. I made them out of aluminum foil and some model magic, and then I just let them dry and then painted them. Used some eyeshadow to shade them. So I'm just sticking them on my head where I think I want them and then outlining that. And then going in with a washable glue stick, I'm just going to apply this to all of the baby hairs around the area where I'm going to be applying these. It makes it easier for the latex to come off afterwards. Latex you're not generally supposed to put in your hair, but I've found that if I put down a thick layer of the washable glue first, in the shower, all of the rest of the latex, you can just roll it right out of your hair. Again, don't recommend it unless you've done it before, but this is my method. So then I'm using some latex and just patting it onto my finger. I'm also going to be patting it on to the very outside edge of that horn and then pressing it down. I didn't let this stick long enough, so it popped right off my head. So I'm just holding that down and then going over the edges again with some latex just to blend those edges out nicely. It also helps it to stay on a little bit better. And then using some hairpins, I'm just going to be pinning up the baby hairs around my ears so that when I put my ears on after, the latex doesn't stick to those. So I'm just pinning those up. And then going back in with that washable glue stick, I'm just going to smooth down all of the baby hairs on like my sideburn area. And then I'm just making sure the ear fits where I want it to. These ones I did get from the Halloween store. They do have a little flap on the back, so I'm just applying some latex to that little flap, pushing it over my ear, and then holding down that flap behind my ear where there is no hair. Once I hold that down for a little while, I'm just going back in with some latex, applying that to the front flap, and then sticking that little flap down. These ears I have used multiple times before, so they're not completely smooth like they should be. So I'm just going over the edges with some latex and pushing down those edges. And then once I have both of those ears on, I'm just going to be priming my lids with Smashbox 24-Hour Shadow Primer. And then going in with the Glam Light paint palette, I'm using the purple shade and I'm just taking that onto a fluffy brush and putting it in my crease. And then going in with the navy blue, I'm just going to use that to deepen up my crease a little bit. And then using my finger, I'm going to use the violet shade, the outer portion of my lid, and then using the fuchsia shade for the inner corners. And then taking that same brush I used to do my crease with, I'm just going to drag that under my eye, and then apply some black liner. Next, I'm just going to be creating a wing. I am using the Wet n Wild black liquid liner for this. And then going in with the Blue Squid Pro Face Painting Palette, I'm going in with this purple shade, and I'm just going to be covering my face. I'm also going to be covering those ears as well. And then for highlight, I'm going in with the pink shade from that same painting palette, and I'm just going to apply that as like a concealer under my eyes. I'm also going to be applying it to the center of my forehead and down the bridge of my nose. And then I'm just going to go ahead and sketch in all of the stuff that I want on my chest. And then using that purple body paint again, I'm just going to fill in my neck, chest, and arms. Once that's all done, I'm going in with the white body paint from Blue Squid Pro Face Painting Palette, and I'm just going to fill in that undershirt. I'm also going to be applying some white to the very center of that gem on my chest. And then going in with the Festy Face Painting Palette, I'm going to use this blue shade and fill in the shirt on top of that. I'm also going to be taking the same blue and outlining that gem, and then using my finger to blend the white and the blue together. Next, going in with the James Charles X Morphe palette, I'm going in with the shade Escape, and I'm shading around the shirts. I'm also going to be using that same shade to contour my chest. And then going in with the same palette in the shade Spooky, I'm using this to contour my face. I'm also using it on a smaller brush to shade inside of those shirts. Next, going in with the Festy Face Painting palette and the white body paint, I'm just going to use this to add the white highlights on that gem. And then going back in with that black eyeshadow, I'm just going to use that to shade around each of those little sections. Next, going in with the Jawbreaker palette, I'm going to use the shade Gumdrop to add highlights to my face and my chest. And then in this palette, I'm going in with the navy blue called Delicious, and I'm filling in my brows. Next, I'm using a black eyeshadow and just filling in my lips. And then going in with that same Jawbreaker palette, I'm using the shade Jawbreaker, and I'm adding a highlight to my nose and my cheeks. And then finally, I'm going to go in and add some white screen contacts. These ones are from Contact Lens Hub. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below. I will be doing an entire series of the World of Warcraft races. So if you guys have a specific race that you want me to try next, just let me know. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!